All right, welcome everyone to Formula West Leagues presents WTF with a question mark, also known as Wednesday Throwdown F1. Not the smoothest name for a race series, but that is what we do here on Wednesdays. So we're waiting for this lobby to get started. I don't see any controls on my screen, so I should not be surprised in this game, considering all the problems it's been having since it was released. There we go. So unfortunately, we only have 12 on the grid tonight, but that is definitely better than last week at Monaco. It seems like a lot of WTF drivers were terrified of the Jewel and those tight corners and walls that go smashy smash. But we do have a grid of 12. Maybe we'll have a couple of last-minute stragglers jump in. Waiting for somebody to get out on the track, but we've got the Schmers in the Aston Martin. Harmless Target.
Oh, we have cars on track.
Harmless Target's in the AlphaTauri, but two cars just came out of the pits. Junior Correa is just heading out in the Haas. Oh, I got to put the map on. Get some lap data going and some telemetry going. And we'll hide all the rest of this bullshit. So Harmless in the AlphaTauri is the first to hit the track on his outlap. Since qualifying is not the most invigorating of racing, we'll take a look and see where he's at and update you guys all on the standings here. So this is round 9 of 11. WTF was supposed to be mirrored 12 races just like FNL, but we had some issues a few weeks back and I dropped the ball and the whole race just went to shit. So we canceled that and just moved forward. So here we are in Spain. Unfortunately on F122 we're still on the old Spain format with that nasty chicane at the end of Sector 3.
Like nobody likes that chicane.
Nobody likes that chicane because it's absolute trash. That chicane cost me like a huge penalty. I think this was back in Season 3 of FNL before we expanded. And I was stuck in front of the pit lane. I didn't used to drive with a mini-map on my POV. And I was just trying to get out of the way before I was disqualified from the session, and I drove right into Slayer, I think it was. Before he was bounced from the league. Yeah, I hate that chicane, so I can't wait to see Spain without it on the new game. But here in F122, we're still on the old format because last year they had not taken the chicane out. That change in real life is actually new this year. Because last year, Formula One still had the chicane in Spain. Of course, being the first out, Harmless is setting purple sectors all over the place, but don't be deceived.
Junior Correa just validated his lap.
Bummer. Looks like he's slowed down. Red Bull is going to be passing him there. So we'll be finding out what the... Oh! Yeah, that's a tough one. That's definitely not going to be a competitive lap. 1:19.7. I actually forget what good times around this circuit is.
Yeah, I haven't done this circuit in a while.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell you myself.
Legacy is just invalidated his out lap, or his hot lap, I should say. We're going to ride on board with Prem. No, we're not. He just spun out at the dreaded chicane. Let's see.
T-Ball's completing his lap.
Yeah. Switch to the Alpine here. DRS is engaged. 1:19.4. 3/10 faster than Harmless. Don't know what his pace is. He hasn't raced with us too much, but hopefully he'll be back more consistently through the rest of the season and maybe next year.
There it is. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Curtis Chaos set a 1:17.9. I missed that. I was trying to find a hot lap, and that's wild. Okay, let's watch the Schmers here. I'm going to ride along with him as Z Menars. So that's a 124. That is definitely not indicative of a fast-paced lap. But the Schmers just set a purple sector 2.
What we like to see.
He is second in the championship, only 2 points behind Riffractor, who's still in the pits. He hasn't even come out. I think he's waiting for the track to get... Does the track evolve like in real life in this game?
From what I've experienced, yes. Every time I go on track later on, I get faster.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a nice touch. I've never really actually paid attention to that, but if that's true, then there's like
things that they actually
do. That they actually got right. Yeah. Junior set a new time of 1:18.5 is good for 3 right now. Let's see what Revokes is going to do in his Ferrari. No, I skipped. That's not Revokes. That's Legacy. Let's go back to Revokes. Okay, he is on a hot lap right now. Got some yellow sectors up ahead, but that's just the Aston Martin just doing a cool down lap or just letting people by as they do their in lap.
D-Man, I just put in another... Did he put another lap, or is that the same one with the 119?
I believe that's the same one. No.
Is it?
I believe... Oh, no. I think you might be right, actually. Yes. T-Vols was the one who set the 119.4.
It's a new one.
Set the 119.1. Revokes just set a purple sector 2. He's got some traffic, which promptly gets out of his way. I actually don't mind this corner, this approach to the chicane. So it'll be fun to be able to do that and extend it a little bit more with a normal... Whoa, what happened there?
Oh!
Junior Correa. And there's a wheel in the pit lane and X revoke. What the fuck just happened?
Grid penalty. What?
For Junior Correa?
No, for Revokes.
Oh, well, oh no.
What just happened?
Yeah, I'd like to know what happened there because we were following along with Revokes here. And I didn't see a car there. And then all of a sudden there was a car there. And Junior Correa is DNF'd. I don't know where he is. He's in the pits. Did he just retire? Oh, okay. Yeah, what happened there? Very strange. Sorry, everybody. I'm still sitting on Revokes in the pits because I don't understand what just happened.
He like completely like teleported into the pits too.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and I have seen that happen before, so.
There goes Revokes for third.
There's a car there. Yeah, be careful. You think? Okay. All right. Well, let's ride along with King Hamilton right now in the Williams. He is yet to post a hot lap. So let's see where he's at here. He's in Sector 2, so I don't know how he did for Sector 1. King Hamilton's one of our newer drivers. Doesn't have as much experience in league racing, but you know, we don't discriminate. We're going to try to group people with people of similar pace so things are a bit more competitive and fun, so that we actually get some real racing as opposed to people winning by like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, having massive gaps. King Hamilton puts up a 120.7, which is good for 8.
He did a very good last chicane there.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. Nice and clean. I didn't see any issues there. So, I mean, obviously the pace is a bit off. Ooh, Premex and the Red Bull getting real squirrely.
Revokes is that again after that horror of
disaster.
Final corner.
That was crazy. What a fucking game. I don't understand.
Thank God we get 23 in in a couple days.
Yeah. Where is Prem here? Prem X has not. No, that's not right. Need to check this. According to our database here, Premex. Oh, Premex goes for a little excursion there.
Commentator's curse again.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's switch back to X Revokes then. Capacity, you want to take the helm? I'm going to look into this because Premex is not in our standings for some reason, so.
Alright, so here we go as Revokes puts in a sector 1 purple into the hairpin here. But they're very nice and smooth there, back on throttle, very close to the track limits. Nice little corner there. Let's see how much he lifts off into this corner before straight. He lifts off a lot, but we're going good as Curtis Chaos puts in a 1:17.6 for the provisional pole lap. As here we go into sector 3 as Revokes puts in a purple sector 2. Final few corners here. Going into the chicane, let's see how it does here. Very nice. Very nice chicane. Can he keep it smooth through this last corner? He does. No car there. And he puts in the provisional pole lap of a 1:17.4.
Nice.
Let's see. What else is
Nice.
on
And
up here?
I heard Curtis
T-Ball
jumped
just
to...
put in a... T-Ball just put in a purple sector too.
Alright, let's join on board with T-Ball then. He's in Sector 3 through the dreaded area. I don't know how much he was up. Let me check the live timing on that and see if he was up here, T-Ball.
There we
He was only
go.
up marginally, but... yeah, 1:17.426. 0.07 of a second faster than X Revokes in the Alfa Romeo. Now, T-Ball, X Revokes, Curtis Chaos, the Schmers, Harmless Target, all of these guys are FNL reserves as well. So they have, these guys all have FNL pace, but they haven't had full-time seats this season. They've been racing a fair amount in there because we've always got empty seats every night. I'm going to jump down to T-Vols while I'm blabbering away. He's currently sitting P8 with a 1:18.5 with Junior Correa out of the qualifying. That 1:18.553 is probably... Nope. T-Vols is... Oh! T-Vols just murdered himself. Oh!
What just happened?
And took out Harmless Target. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
I didn't even see what happened. Let's see if
So T-Vols was going into the pits, and I think he misjudged it, came in hot, and smashed into the barrier, and then was teleported onto the track, and Harmless Target, like Donut Puncher would say, was gangbanged. Like, it was a giant gangbang of... Well, is it really a gangbang if it's only 2 people? No, it's not. It was very inappropriate, that's for sure.
Gotta love this game.
Yeah, you gotta love this game if you actually continue to race in it. It's so fucking crazy. Oh my god. Okay, let's... less than 5 minutes left in qualifying. We've got 3 casualties in Harmless Target, who's currently sitting P5 with a 1:17.9. Right now, Riffractor is in 6th on an outlap, but we're following along with Legacy Games here. Currently
Premex
P10.
just spun again.
Premex did again? Yeah.
Can't get a lap in for his life. Jeez. Alright, let's see.
Wild. Every week, I'm left speechless with some tomfuckery in this game. Legacy's currently P10 and just invalidated his lap. All right, let's ride. You know what? Let's go on board with Riffractor. Riffractor is the championship leader right now. He is on a hot lap. He's currently leading by only 2 points over the Schmers, who currently has P4, a 117.8. Riffractor's about 5/10 off of that. But let's see what he can do. T-Ball, who is the provisional pole sitter, is in 3rd place with 90 points, but he only has 6 races under his belt in WTF this season. So he's playing a little bit of catch-up, and he is a top performer, so...
Alright, let's see how Refractor lifts off into turn 9. Very nice.
He did improve his Sector 1 time by 8 hundredths. Set a purple Sector 2 just now. This is how thin these margins are. That's only 4 hundredths of a second faster. That's
Alright,
crazy.
okay, let's see it. Very nice. Let's see what he puts up. He stays 6.
He only improved his time by 2/10 of a second. Wild. Alright, I'm going to switch to Zemanars in the Alfa Romeo. He's currently sitting P9, 119.1. He's got some traffic to contend with. Get out of the way. Who was that?
Max finally completes the lap. He's gonna
Yeah.
go to 10th. Yeah.
There you go. We've got times from everybody now in the field. So let's see if Zemanars is improving his time, like his personal best time during this session. Oh,
Nice.
Puts him up to 7th. Moves it. I think that's a full second improvement. Oh, 1.7 seconds. That's wild. Good for P7 provisional. Okay, Premex is set a lap of 119.3, but he's just invalidated that. That whatever lap he was on there. Legacy is maybe on a cool down lap. He's got full battery as he goes through the chicane before the final turn.
Bro, she's put in a purple sector 1.
Revokes did.
Yep.
Right, let's move on board with this POV then. I'm gonna switch to the broadcast view since I've been stuck on TCam.
Wow, it didn't even lift on turn 9.
It looked he glitched there, but it looked like he had gone breach track limits, and then he set a purple sector too. Crazy. Let's see if he can cut into this and regain pole position. He's currently 6th in the championship with 62 points. But he's only had 4 races under his belt. Is this going to be good enough for pole?
Oh.
Yes, it is. Right at the deadline, 117.3. It's a good 1/10 faster than T-Ball.
Let's see how Spurs does. Looks like he's going to be next across the line other than Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy's coming up.
Purple sector 2.
Is that for the Schmers?
Alright, 13. Very nice. Oh, King Hamilton, what's happened to him? Oh, Peach just retired on track. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the
Alright,
Schmers
let's
now.
see.
Steals the pole position. Where's T-Ball?
We still have T-Ball put in purple sector 2 as well.
Curtis Chaos could not snag pole. He moves up to 3rd place, but T-Ball is still finishing. And as you said, he set up a purple sector 2. Is he going to steal it away? He's the last one.
He is. Oh, he did.
He did. He steals it in the dying seconds. Man, these top 5 drivers Unfortunately, Revokes has an unfair 5 grid penalty for that. Ugh. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that because we'd have to close the lobby and then redo a custom lobby, and with our time and constraints, yeah, Revokes. I think we're gonna have to skip that. I apologize, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna go through the incidents here and just browse through them. That was quite the qualifying session.
That was very good last segment there. Very entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, first to sixth is separated by only 9/10 of a second. And then the field kind of splinters away. And it is raining. It is raining in Spain. Oh, this is gonna get spicy.
It's full wet apparently.
Yeah, it looks like it's full wets.
Oh, well, Chad's not enjoying this.
A reminder again, legacy. Hey. Yeah, no doubt. Don't break into T1 as if we're on a dry circuit. You guys all should be very gingerly approaching turn 1.
Somebody already pressed start.
Yeah, because that's what happens.
Oh, it's full wet. Full wet.
When I host the lobby, I can't start up the race. I have to tell somebody to. Although I didn't tell anybody to. So whoever did that, use your fucking noggin. We got a full wet to full wet situation here in Spain. I mean, it looks kind of light out there. Like the rain looks heavy. Whoa! T-ball wiggling on that formation.
Let's see how T-ball. Yeah, it looks like full wet to me.
I haven't pulled up any other broadcasts, so I should have done that.
Oh, legacy. That's not what you like to see. He's gonna have cold, wet tires.
He's gonna have like ice cold tires.
Alright, so starting tires for everybody. Full wet for everybody. I wonder if the weather is gonna change at the last seconds and then get to see the weather report. I know it's full wet to full wet, but I wonder if it's gonna change towards the end. Alright, so T-ball, Spur, Curtis, Harmless Refractor, Manars, Junior Correa Revokes, T-Balls, Primex, Legacy Games, and then the legend of King Hamilton himself.
So we have a very, very tight race in the driver's standings. The team standings, the constructors' standings is a bit more kind of set in stone already. Aston Martin having a pretty large lead, but
Yes,
Refractor, the Schmers, T-Ball, Curtis Chaos in 5th place with 64 points with only 5 races, but he's got an FNL win under his belt. So he's always one to watch.
All right, let's go.
Lovely angle from the fucking EA Games. Lights out. Nothing's happening.
Or not? Okay,
and away we go. Jesus. All right, we're riding on board with the Schmers. Curtis Chaos is already taking over 2nd place, but I think he's going to have to back off gingerly into turn 1. Nice room from both Curtis Chaos and the Schmers. And nice work from the majority of the field behind them. Somebody has spun. It looks like the Alfa Romeo of Zemanars. But the Schmers is dropped to 3rd place, while Curtis Chaos takes over and is about 7/10 back a T-ball and dropping. Well, no, actually, he just regained a bit of time here.
Oh, dang, he's already second up. Smurf's catching up. Little by little. Who spun in the back?
We got something going
That's
on
King
in the back.
Hamilton.
King Hamilton and Zemanars, but looks like that was mostly self-inflicted.
Oh, Junior Cabrera just spun.
Oh, did he?
Oh, very close to hitting the Red Bull Prime Max. That was very, very close.
Well, I'm going to go on to Zemanars as he passes the recovering vehicle of Junior Correa. Curtis Chaos has fallen 1.4 seconds back of T-ball already, but the Schmers is hanging on tight.
Oh, Alpha Romeo of Harmless just spun. Alpha Romeo off. I'm sorry, my bad. Nobody can stay alive lap 1.
Oh, Curtis goes wide.
Reverse.
The Schmers says, thank you very much.
T-ball just won.
What happened to T-ball? Where the hell did T-ball go?
Corner.
The Schmers is our new leader. And T-ball is tumbling down the order, currently in 11th place. I completely missed that. I went back to the Schmers just as he took advantage of Curtis Chaos going wide on that final turn, not realizing that T-ball had already spun. And that 1.4 second gap that T-ball had opened up has disappeared. Curtis drops back to 2nd place, staying half a second behind the Schmers. And behind him is our championship leader, Riffractor in the Red Bull. A little squirrely there, but he's currently sitting in a podium position. But he's got to contend with Revokes in the Alfa Romeo, because Revokes has moved up 4 positions. Remember, he had a 5-place grid penalty that was unfairly applied to him, and he's already moved his way up to 4th place.
He's struggling in the wets, though. I assume.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Maybe not the Schmers. I know Curtis Chaos, he did have a little bit of a moment himself there. But, I mean, he still recovered nicely. Was able to just lose that 1 position. I just did a flashback to Revokes as he kind of got real squirrely on that final turn. He saves it, but he lost about 2-3 of a second there. Junior Correa, T-ball DNFs.
Oh, T-ball. He lost that final corner. Safety car. Virtual safety car.
Oh, just a virtual. Okay. Crazy stuff here. What happened to T-ball?
He lost it in the final corner, hit the wall.
And Premex has a drive-through penalty.
Come on, Premex.
That's a bummer. I mean, okay, so watch out for T-ball's disabled vehicle. Just sitting there on the track. So Harmless was destroyed in qualifying that way, and he almost did it again. That's crazy.
Another drive-through for Premex?
Premex, wake up. He's got 2 drive-through penalties now. I've actually done this, and it's so fucking angering when it happens. I just want to destroy things when that happened to me. But I'm pretty sure it was a case of like not paying attention. Oh, and in the case where I did that, I also lost all my graphics. So not even my warning signs would come up on my heads-up display. And so I didn't even know I was going over my delta. And I got 2 drive-through penalties in a row. I think it was towards the end of a race. It was just a complete disaster. Yeah, yeah, you're right. We have gone back to green here as we rambling away. So the Schmers still in the lead. Curtis Chaos is in second. Revokes just hunting down Riffractor. Very nice and gingerly around this section. This section in first sector 1 is it's really hard when it's dry. It's crazy hard when it's wet. So to keep themselves.
What turn is that? Turn 3? or turn 4. I don't know.
The big sweeper is, I believe, turn 3.
Okay. Yeah, that one's hard and dry. I can't even imagine in the wet. Oh, revokes.
Yeah, it gets a little squirrely there. Loses about a tenth. Oh, again.
That's been happening to him every few corners.
There's a bit of a...
But that's harmless target.
Yeah, it's a bit of a comfortable gap for Riffractor now. And Riffractor's actually closing in on Curtis Chaos. This will be a good day for Alpine, my old team, because T-Vols is sitting in 5th place.
It's gonna be a good day for Aston.
Well, a win is always a good day for Aston, of course. Okay, who set that fastest lap? The Schmers, a 133.2. But you see what I mean? Capacity, the clouds are light, and you can. It's almost like
I see that.
It looks like it might clear up at some point. I mean, we got a 33 lap race, right?
Yeah.
But the rain is
33 laps.
The rain is pretty steady here, so.
That's why I've been wondering myself as well. Is it going to clear up? It looks like it's going to clear up.
Well, we'll have to see what really happens over the course of the next 25 plus laps here. The Riffractor is closing in on Curtis Chaos, who is losing ground to the Schmers. But meanwhile, X-Revokes is kind of fading back a little bit too. Not that they have any worries about losing the DRS, but I mean, you always want to be closing that gap, not opening it. Ooh, Revokes having troubles getting traction out of that corner. I do like that this is the revised section there. So this will be the second time they've done changes to Spain then.
Yes, they did change that.
Because the end of sector, or like the beginning of sector 3 was changed either last year or the year before.
Yeah, that was a spin fest and a half on the last game.
Yeah. The 133.2 by Riffractor. He has now set the fastest lap, currently sitting in P3. Ooh, and then he just lost a ton of time, and X-Revokes is all over his ass.
Oh, very slippery there from Refractor and Revokes.
Even Curtis Chaos went a little wide there.
Oh, no. I thought he was going to dive it down the outside.
No, he didn't have enough. There's just no way you can keep...
Oh, what happened to Curtis? He lost a whole bunch of time as well.
Yeah, he went a little... all three of them kind of went a little wild. Oh, look at that! Harmless targets in 10th, and he's just at the fastest lap.
That's what we like to see.
Whoa! Oh. Riffractor almost loses it. And who is that? That's Premex.
Premex.
I thought maybe he retired on track, but he didn't. This is weird that he set a triggered local yellow.
And ours is also close to Legacy.
Oh yeah, we might have some passing going on there. And what does Legacy have for penalties still? He's got a 3-second penalty.
3 seconds.
Ooh. So tricky. It's just the cars are so squirrely. You got to be really careful on these curbs. Oh.
Oh, very close from Revokes. Revokes has so much more straight line speed than Refractor, but he can't get it to work.
So King Hamilton is in 7th place, and Zemanars is in 8th.
Wait, what happened? I think it was right behind Legacy.
And Legacy is now in 6th, so something happened.
Oh, here goes the Revokes on the inside.
Oh, switching back there. Side by side through this section of the track. Oh, and Revokes goes off. We were actually looking sideways from Revokes when that happened. Kind of hard to tell what happened, but he does have damage.
I had a direct view of that. He went, yeah, he got pushed off, but we'll let the stewards decide on that.
Are you streaming on
I
your own
clipped
or
it.
no? You clipped it. Okay, cool. So Revokes has now got a broken wing in the wet, which is probably going to be a bitch to drive. And yeah, as you can see that he can't even keep it on track, and through those low speed corners lets T-Vols just...
Curtis. Okay, never mind. Yeah, my thing just
Ooh.
glitched out. Oh, never mind. There we go. It might come true.
Let's move up to Curtis here. Curtis is in second place and Riffractor's in third, 4/10 behind him. Both of them are not very confident
Here we go.
in their traction, but Riffractor's got the
go
ERS. He's got the magic juice just on full force. Makes the pass on the inside of turn one, nice
Very
and
nice
clean.
move. Very nice. Legacy in the pits as well.
So now Riffractor has 3.4 seconds to make up on our leader, the Schmers, in the Aston Martin, who currently sits 2 points behind the championship leader. So there will definitely, if this thing stay the way they are right now, there will definitely be a swap and a new WTF championship leader. But Riffractor's got plenty of time, and he is gaining on the Schmers. So we may see something happen soon. So the cars are settling in. Gaps are opening up. Let's follow along with Zemanars. I gotta think of a better way to say that. Because we don't say Z in Canada. We say Z. Because that's just way cooler.
Oh, you guys are the Z.
Yeah,
guys.
we're the Z guys. Yeah. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Little Pulp Fiction for you. Anyway. Oh! Yeah, that's a trick. The angle of the circuit there, even after they changed it, is if you're not careful, you can get caught out in a hurry. And Zemanars goes from 8/10 back of King Hamilton to 3.5 seconds. So we're gonna switch over to T-Vols, who's gaining on his teammate Curtis Chaos. Curtis Chaos is now in third place after Riffractor, I believe, dispatched him a while ago. Yeah, he did. It was like 2 laps ago. And now we've got a potential Alpine on Alpine action. Oof. Be a spicy conversation in the team channel if they get together.
It's gonna bring back the Force India.
I was messing around on 2020 today, F1 2020. I actually reinstalled it. And it was fun to see the pink Mercedes and no Alpine, the black and yellow of the Renaults. So if you want to, if you're watching our broadcast tonight or later on and you want to check it out, we've got on my Twitch channel, which is FWL JimCab. I loaded up F1 2020 and I actually still have my saved highlights. So I ran some Season 1 FNL highlights. So go check out. There's 2 streams from earlier today on my Twitch, and you could see some. You'll see I was driving around in a Red Bull back then. I believe Gifted was in a Mercedes, if I'm not mistaken.
Just like this season.
I could be mistaken on that, but there was some. It was interesting. It was fun to go back. Look at this, Legacy Games. Oh, people are moving on to
he's on the
Inters.
Inters. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, well, I did see him pit recently. Who else is on the Inters? Let me go back to our live timing screen here. Yes.
Revokes just overtook his teammate. Okay.
Did he? Where did he go back down to? Oh, he just said a purple sector 1 too.
Who, Korea?
No, X Revokes, but he's got 4 seconds to to pick up from King Hamilton. King Hamilton's 20 seconds behind T-Vols. So the top four, are separated. It looks like Premex has gone off the course in Sector 1. Yeah, the top four are separated by 6-7 seconds. And then there's like a 20-second gap to 5th place. And then everything is a little bit tighter through there. So, I mean, it's not really terrible, given we only have... Whoa! Revokes almost loses it going into the final chicane. But he's gaining on King Hamilton super fast. He's already down to 2.1 seconds. When I started talking about him, when we switched over, he was at 4.5 seconds.
That should tell you the difference between WTF pace and FNL pace. That's 132.4. Nice.
That's X Revokes setting the fastest lap now.
Oh,
and Legacy Games sets another. Oh, because he's on the Inters.
Boy, Legacy?
Yeah, good for him. I mean, he is on the Inters, so it's clearly it's time to pit for Inters if you need to gain some time. Now,
Junior Korea. Very nice lap of 131.
Oh, he said a 131.
I believe.
No, 131.1.
131.1.
Yeah. Now, X Revokes, I'm pretty sure he pit already.
I think he's going to try to extend this as long as he can.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's going to pass King Hamilton, and they'll be top 5. And then it'll be really interesting to see, because the top 5 cars are actually still on those full wets.
Smurfs just came in.
Oh, he's come in, and he's most likely coming in. Oh, the X Revokes trying to go on the inside of King Hamilton. They touch wheels a little bit. Gets out of sorts. He's going to have to be a bit patient. Wait for his moment here. No, you're not going to be able to pass him on the inside. King Hamilton's doing a great job. Yeah, not shocking at all. For those who hadn't makes...
There you go.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, King Hamilton goes wide. X Revokes eats that up in an instant.
Nice.
And away it goes. Let's see. X Revokes is 30 seconds behind 4th place, which is the Schmers. But it's going to go down. Yeah, like crazy fast.
There's about like 20-something seconds gone.
Now, the Schmers is 15 seconds back of T-Vols after that pit stop. Let's see how fast that gap disappears with the difference in pace between the Inters and the wet tires.
Through a sector, he's already gaining tenths after tenths.
Oh, yeah. He's down to 14.5. Revokes.
Yeah, that's like a full second.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Now, Revokes, 8.6 seconds. Let's actually move up to T-Vols because he's 4/10 behind his teammate, Curtis Chaos, in 2nd place. They're both on full wets. He's got to be very careful. He doesn't want to put one up the poop chute, and then Curtis will be very, very angry because Curtis doesn't want one up the poop chute. Curtis dives in at the last second. T-Vols will take over 2nd place and is now got 5.4 seconds to gain on Riffractor.
Almost lost it.
Riffractor is our race leader right now. And Curtis Chaos is overtaken by the Schmers, so he drops down to 5th while he gets his fresh set of Inters. So the Schmers, I'm actually going to go on board with the Schmers here because I want to see how this goes. He's 13 seconds behind T-Vols. He's already stopped for Inters. T-Vols will probably dive in here, and he'll lose that 2nd place position to the Schmers. But I want to see before he does that, how much time can the Schmers shave off? We're not even... Oh, yeah, we're out of first Sector 1, and he's already knocked it down a full second. That's a huge difference in pace on those tires. T-Vols up ahead. He's got Prem X actually behind him. So the Schmers has now dropped it to 11.4 seconds. And
stayed out again.
Oh, he did. Interesting. He's going to try to go
Same
as
thing
long
with
as possible.
T-balls.
Oh, that is very interesting. Okay. So I don't know if Curtis... Okay, so the Schmers, after one lap... Sorry, let me stop confusing people. Staying with the Schmers, after one lap, he's cut out 2 seconds on fresh inters compared to T-Vols on the wets. Meanwhile, Curtis Chaos is in 4th place. He's also on the inters. But X Revokes behind him 2 seconds on the wets. And he's keeping within that distance a little bit.
He's been losing time every sector. Actually, he did
X
gain like
Revokes?
3 tenths.
Revokes or
Yeah.
Curtis? Yeah.
Yeah, Revokes
So-
was like a second, 0.2 behind Curtis whenever he came out the pits.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Curtis has got a full dry setup and is struggling with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this.
I'm going to switch to...
I mean, it's a possibility right there.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of close battles happening right now. We've got Revokes 2.5 seconds behind Curtis Chaos on wets. Revokes, that is, on the wets. Oh, this tires are squealing. Trying to stop there. You know what I wish they did do? And I mean, it's a minor cosmetic thing, but I wish they actually made it so that when you're driving wets and inters, that the tread is visibly worn. Because in real life, after they've been 15 laps on wet tires, even in wet conditions, they're still scrubbing rubber off those wet tires, and then the grooves disappear. They end up turning them into slick tires if they stay on them long enough. And especially if there's a lighter rain where slicks just can't handle it, but there's a drier line, and then the tire dag becomes visibly noticeable. Meanwhile, Revokes is having a hell of a time trying to keep that thing on track. He's still keeping within 2.6 seconds, 2.7 now. But it's not like Curtis is running away with it. And Curtis is on the inters. But our leader, Riffractor...
Let's see if he comes to the pits.
6.5 second lead over T-Vols, and our 1-2 are still on full wets.
He comes
And
to the pits.
yeah, Riffractor decides it's time to come into the pits.
Let's see, T-ball stayed out.
T-Vols stayed out. And Riffractor takes the pit. Throws on the green inters. No wing damage to repair. Out he goes. I didn't catch the stop time on that. Oh, that's right. This game's not smart enough to show spectators the stop time. Fucking idiots. Oh, actually, you know what? But our analytics does 2.26 seconds in the pits. So not a bad stop as Curtis Chaos slots in right behind our former race leader and stays in 4th place. But now we have a nice close battle to watch. But again, I really feel like Curtis is on a full dry setup and struggling even with those inters. So it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out. But our race leader right now is the Alpine of T-Vols. The only remaining car on wet tires. He's got a 6-second gap to the Schmers, but I don't think that's going to last very long. The Schmers has shown to be, even though he doesn't have the fastest lap right now, the Schmers has shown to be very rapid in these conditions on the inters. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. Curtis Chaos, in the meantime, struggling to stay within a second of Riffractor.
Oh, there goes T-ball's pits.
T-Vols finally
There's
pits.
There's a Red Bull on the track that stopped, I think.
Oh, who is that? Is that
Or is that in the
Premex?
pit lane? Premex.
No, it's not in the pit lane. Premex is just, he lost it on the front straight, and he just stepped aside and let everybody through. Although, oh no, I thought somebody was behind him. Oh, Premex, poor Premex is just having a hell of a time there. So Curtis, 1 second behind Riffractor. Riffractor 6.8 seconds behind the Schmers. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's right. The Schmers was up there. It was T-Vols that was leading, and then he pit, who's now in 4th place. Let's go and give some harmless targets some time. He's 7/10 back of King Hamilton. He's got 2 stops already. And I'm pretty sure he's going to take over 8th place. He too is on the inters. He's been on them for how many laps?
He's been trying to get past King Hamilton for like 3 laps now.
Has he really? He's 5 lap old inters. Yeah. Oof. I could see King Hamilton's rear just screaming to grip the track here. Ooh, harmless. Definitely outbraking Hamilton. And he's right on his gearbox. A dangerous place to be in the rain. But he wants to stick close. I think he was really trying to get himself set up out of that corner to go down the inside on this turn here, but didn't work out. Premex has retired. All right, so let's see what happens. Will the race, or will this game actually throw him back out or not? Yeah, of course it does, because it's fucking stupid. Whoa! Harmless loses it, regains it, has to cut the corner. He's going to give that back. Oh, and a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Taken away.
Well, I mean, he did it because he lost control.
The escape route.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
There was an escape route there.
Yeah, we can look at that afterwards. It's a bummer. But Premex is out of this race, and there he is on the track. Because this fucking game is trash. And that's where he's going to park it. That's where the AI is going to park it. Right in front of King Hamilton. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh, this game can't be retired fast enough. We're still going to follow along with Harmless because he's just desperately trying to get into 8th place. And he keeps running into... Yeah, but he keeps running into issues and then dropping back and having to regain all that time, like right there. He gained a 10th, lost a 10th. Gained a 10th. Oh, gained 3/10. Can he make it work here? Well, let's change the angle again because I keep forgetting to get out a T-cam when the stupid broadcast camera is in the most ridiculous place. These two guys are going so slow through this section because they just don't want to give up a position by spinning out. And I mean, good. That's what you should do if you're not confident in these wet conditions. Still race clean. It is possible, folks. Capacity, have you seen the updated rain graphics in 23?
I have not.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it a couple days ago on Arava's channel. He actually did a wet race because he's got a pre-release. And it looks fantastic. Except, I like how the spray
Revokes is spun.
Oh, no.
I think. It's either Revokes or was...
Zemanars?
No,
Zemanars, yeah. Zemanars is in 10th place. I don't know if he just dropped a 10th or what the case is, but anyway, let's go back to Harmless Target here. But anyway, so as I was saying, the rain graphics in 23 look amazing. The spray graphics, that aspect of the graphics, is much more realistic in the sense that it's really hard to see the cars in front of you. But it's not perfect. It looked really kind of digitized in some scenes. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to clean that up by release day. But other than that, there's reflections on the track from the rain. The
Oh wow.
the flashing lights of the cars in front of you reflect off of the surface now. Because if we're watching the stream right now and you see harmless target, we'll look at the like here. I'm going to the T cam for harmless, and you could see the red light of King Hamilton flashing, but it's really, really faint. Well, in the new game, it's much brighter and it reflects off of the track. So they actually
That's gonna be cool.
They actually have decent reflections on the track surfaces. The pools of water in heavy rain actually reflect the environment, not just the standard, but like if a car passes by, you'll see a reflection in there. Is it perfect? No. Oh, we got a full course yellow here. What's happening?
What?
And it's a
safety car.
It's a full course safety car. Oh,
No
Zemanars is out.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Zemanars is out in the Alfa Romeo, so by the time King Hamilton comes around to that, he'll probably be out. But I see where he died. He died right here. That's a shame. And his car is gone. All right, lap 20. 13 laps to go, and we are under a full course safety, which will really tighten things up. Curtis Chaos and Riffractor have both pit for fresh inters. Very smart move. Legacy Games should probably do the same thing, but instead he's going to stay out and inherit third place. But his inters are 13 laps old. Capacity, how long are inters supposed to last in the rain? You have to change.
Yeah, you have to change. They can last around maybe, let's see, we went 33 laps here, so maybe they could last around 15 laps-ish.
Legacy
Either there, it's like 15 to 20.
Legacy should have pit. Legacy, you fucked up, pal. You should have pit.
He's in third right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because Riffractor and Curtis Chaos both pit for fresh inters.
He still can pit if he catches up quite slowly,
but that's going to be painful for him. I don't know why I'm still
following. 13 laps, yeah.
All right. So safety car out, full course safety. That's going to bunch everybody up. In Capacity, I think we might be in for some hot racing action, like Donut Puncher says.
I'm excited to see Legacy what he can do.
Yeah, this race restart is going to be an interesting one. We've got some very old inters, some medium-aged inters, and fresh inters. Now, Harmless is way back there, but he also pit. He did the right thing. He pit right away. And then that way, he could probably extend this safety car by another lap by being so far back, but he's on fresh inters. And if he's quick enough to get around, he might be able to restart within striking distance. And Harmless has had a rough race, but he's got good pace. He is also a FNL reserve driver, so. So while we're in the safety car, in the Aston Martin, following the Aston Martin, I'm going to give some breaking news. Making an executive decision right now. For our next season, we're going to try to, as I mentioned before, we're trying to split the group more evenly. So we've got restrictions in place so that similar pace drivers will be grouped together in FNL and in WTF. We do recognize that there's people who can't always race Fridays or Wednesdays, right? And so, but they can all race the other day. So we're still going to take that into account. So there will be some liberties depending on the pace difference between some drivers. But one of the things we're also going to do is that If you are an FNL reserve driver, this applies for reserve drivers only, you can race in WTF, which has been the same as it is today. But if you race in the FNL race, then you won't be able to race in the same round of WTF. So
I like that.
And then that way it's like you can't have a FNL paced reserve racing every Wednesday and just running away with the championship. But we can at least try to help maintain healthy attendance and therefore have some excellent racing going on. So somebody might be thinking, well, how's that possible? Because WTF Wednesday goes before Friday, but we're going to move the WTF races so they occur after the FNL races. They'll be the same race. So round 1, for example, is tentatively going to be Silverstone, but FNL will race it before WTF does.
I like that.
And then that way, if an FNL reserve gets the chance to race on Friday, then he or she is not allowed to race on Wednesday, opening up spots for newer drivers and just keeping the competition a little bit more balanced. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out next season. And we'll continue to have TNC, Tuesday Night Challengers. It will continue to be a casual series. Safety cars in this lap. And where's Harmless? Everybody's all bunched up together. Harmless is actually ahead of King Hamilton. Because King Hamilton finally...
All right.
Oh, no, sorry. That was Legacy Games we were talking about. King Hamilton pit for inters as well. All right, so the safety car pulls away as the Schmers kind of backs off, gives it some space. It's not a terrible slowdown. I think it's nice and smooth. We've had issues in the past, right, where people back it up a little too much and then, get really tricky with the race restarts. This T-Vols goes right into the tailpipe. But there goes the Schmers, round in the final turn.
Here we go.
Onto the front straight, building a 1-second gap almost immediately. Meanwhile, Legacy Games is in third place, and he's about to get eaten up by Riffractor in a hurry. Of course he is. Oh, yeah, Riffractor goes around the outside.
Legacy. There you go, Legacy.
Nice defending, nice and clean. But, I mean, this is going to be... He's got to make Riffractor's life hell. Because he's going to... If he can defend nice and cleanly, he's got older tires. They're not going to hold out for very long. And Riffractor just needs to be patient.
It's definitely worth a try.
He needs to be patient is really what has to happen here. I know he's got Curtis Chaos right on his rear, but Curtis Chaos has X-Revokes giving him trouble. So, whoa, what's happened back there?
Revokes just DNF.
Oh, no. What happened? It was Revokes and Curtis, I think. I don't know if they came together or if Revokes just died, but it's a local yellow. And Revokes has bounced. All right, so now we're riding on board with Curtis Chaos, who no longer has Revokes to worry about.
Legacy. Junior career side by side with.
Oh, they touch. Yeah,
that's
with Curtis Chaos. Yeah, and Junior Correa is ahead of him, moving into 5th place. Or no, was he always in 5th place? I don't know. I've lost track. But Harmless Target is now all over Curtis. Legacy, is he battling? He's battling T-Balls.
He's battling for a second.
In 17 lap-old inters. You dirty dog.
There you go, Legacy.
Gingerly going around turn 3. Staying within half a second of T-Balls. Riffractor's actually backed off. He's no longer threatening Legacy as much. And meanwhile, the Schmers is built a 1.6 second gap for the lead. With, what, 8 laps to go? No, 9 laps to go. Oh, my batteries are dying.
Oh my gosh. Come on, Legacy.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on Legacy. And
This target just retired.
oh no. Terrible. Terminal damage. Yikes, I just caught his stream. He lost it. Lost a wheel. Capacity, I'm going to hand it to you. I got to swap controllers because my batteries are about to die.
All right, sounds
I'm gonna
good. Here we
keep
go.
it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on Legacy for you, okay?
All right, sounds good. Legacy is super close in the chicane to T-Balls. On the 17 last full tires, he's go around the final corner. Very nice to the last corner. Turns on the ERS. He's gonna have the slipstream on the main straight. Junior Crib was at the fastest lap of the race. Still, Legacy can't catch up quite enough to get the overtake on T-Balls. A3. We have a finish. Come on, Legacy. As Refractor is getting close again to Legacy, the Legacy looks like he's holding up great. Come on, Legacy.
All right, I'm
Very
back with
nice.
a freshly charged controller this time.
Into turn 9 we go. Still good.
It's amazing that Legacy and Riffractor are still in this battle. And this is happening right behind... Oh, Junior Correa is just plowing through the... Oh, Riffractor takes the position back, but I'm going to jump back to here. See, this battle between Junior Correa and our season leader, Riffractor, in the Red Bull. Through this horrible chicane, the visibility is actually getting worse. I wonder if the rain is getting heavier. Could we see a switch back to wets? I don't know, but Junior Correa is full on the ERS.
Here we go.
Riffractor down the inside of Riffractor, and they are side by side into turn 1. They don't manage to touch. They're still side by side. Legacy just crashed out on turn 2, sitting against the side of the wall there. And Junior Correa has just moved into 3rd place.
He has that time penalty though.
Yes, he does. What is that, 3 seconds? Yes.
Yep.
So the smart move...
Oh, no, what happened to Legacy?
Yeah, he lost it in turn 2 and fell all the way back. I don't know if he's got any damage, but he's now in 7th place, which is the last of the running cars. And Junior Correa is in 3rd place. And Riffractor's fallen back. So Junior's got 7.5 laps to open up that gap beyond 3 seconds and keep his podium position. And that would be his first podium of the season in WTF. His best finish this season is a 4th. And he's only been in 4 races, so he's currently 12th place in the championship. But this could be a huge boost. We're going to see him jump up positions, like a ton of positions. He's definitely going to take...
What are we talking about here?
Junior Correa.
Oh, Junior Correa, okay.
Yeah. T-Vols is also going to have some huge jumps. He's currently in 16th place. He's only been in 2 races this season, so he's only got 14 points. He's finished 10th both times. But, yeah, he'll have a huge boost to his championship campaign. But Junior Correa here, smoothly into 3rd place now as he's opened up the gap to Riffractor by over 3 seconds. And Riffractor, as we switch over to him and Curtis Chaos, Riffractor's going to have to hold off Curtis Chaos. Curtis is a second behind Riffractor, currently sitting in 5th place. He's within DRS range, if we had DRS. He was looking...
imagine DRS in the rain.
I know, that'd be mental. He appeared to be having some problems before, but he seems to have settled in here now. And I can't remember if that was... No, he had changed the inters, and he was still looking like he was having some issues. But he's 1 second behind Refractor. Legacy Games is actually now fighting with King Hamilton. Side by side.
Can't get past King Hamilton. Here we
He
go.
will. He will get past him.
Get through.
Whoa, he
quick.
jumps the curb and they hit. They touch. Oh, I'm changing the wrong direction. Junior Correa just set the fastest lap of 1:30.3. King Hamilton still fending off the advances of Legacy Games. Legacy's got a penalty, though. So he's going to have to open that up real fast. And he's like right on his tailpipe. He's sniffing his butt. Into turn one, slots in behind him. Thinks better of trying to make a dive bomb move.
King Hamilton has so much shear line speed. That's why everybody can't get past him. Even with their ERS on in the slipstream, they can't get past. He's gaining time while they're doing that.
Yeah. That's wild. Low downforce. I wonder if King Hamilton's also running a dry setup, but has managed to kind of keep it together. This has probably been, honestly, one of his better performances, if of the ones I've seen. I know he's not super fast,
sure.
but it's been a relative, especially in the rain. I don't recall seeing him getting caught up in any issues in this race. And from what I'm looking at here, he hasn't done anything wrong. So bravo to King Hamilton. See, you could still be a good driver and be slow.
He's also finished like every race I've seen him do.
Yeah, and that also helps. That helps a ton.
As there goes Legacy.
So Legacy now gets past him. But Legacy has how many seconds? 3 seconds?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay, so there's 3 laps to go. And King Hamilton could very well regain 6th place. Let's switch back to Junior Correa, who is about to pass
Here we
T-Balls.
go, side by side.
They go into the... on the inside, comes so close to touching. T-Balls has to back off and go wide and loses the position. And he's going to try the switchback. Oh, they touch. They don't go sideways. They still maintain control of both their vehicles. Well done, lads. That's some excellent racing in the rain.
That was nice.
Fantastic. Beautifully done. So Junior is still holding on to that 3rd place position. Refractor's actually gained some time back, but he's got 3 laps to do this. If he wants to get within that 3 seconds that Junior had.
This fight's not going to do any good for Junior Correa either.
No, it's not. It's probably what's shaved that time off of the gap between him and Refractor.
Here's the thing, though. They're battling it out and losing time, but T-Balls is gaining time on Schmers.
Which is really, really interesting. I don't think he's going to... I mean, it's... These conditions, it's not really conducive for you to be able to cut down a 3-second gap in less than 3 laps. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, look at that.
He just cut out half a second. That's insane. The Schmers might actually have to pay attention here.
How old is Schmers' tires? Let's see here. 19 laps. So it's gonna be close to the finish.
Yeah, unfortunately our live timing doesn't tell us the lap age, but the telemetry on the game actually does tell us that. Everybody's in double digits laps on their inters except for King Hamilton. His tires are only 9 laps old. Legacy Games has the oldest, 23 lap old inters. It's crazy.
That's going to be a stat for the analytics.
Yeah. So Junior Correa with 3 seconds of penalties. 6/10 behind T-Balls. And T-Balls closing the gap to the Schmers. It's down to 2.3 seconds now. And we have 2+ laps left in this race. If things...
Schmers has 88% battery. I think he's good till the end of the race.
Yeah, he's probably just going to deploy the whole last lap. Maybe even a bit of this penultimate lap, as they like to call it. But meanwhile, down the front straight, Junior Correa, 3/10, and just hunting down T-Balls. Can't close the gap enough to make a move on the inside of turn
Oh.
1. Turn 2, not going to happen. Now the long turn 3 sweeper, falling back to about 5. Oh, what? Is T-Balls losing grip and moving wide? No. Well, if he did, so did Junior Correa. Because the gap is still 3/4 tenths. And T-Balls is still 2.3 seconds.
Refractor just got inside of 3 seconds.
Oh, that's good for Refractor. He's still going to lose that championship lead. But now that he's within that 3 seconds, if he can hold on to it. And you're absolutely right. This battle of Junior Correa trying to get around T-Balls has cost him a 3rd place.
Well, look at that. It keeps going up now. He needs to get past him here.
Oh, he looks inside and can't make it work.
He's still gaining time, though.
Yes.
It's going to be close to the finish for that. Oh, he's within 2 tenths.
I mean,
oh, it's going to be a close one.
Even if he passes him, he can't. He's not going to hold on to 2nd place. Unless T-Balls majorly fucks up.
I think his main focus is for 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
No, he can't. With him being stuck behind T-Balls. He's got his ERS deployed. Inside.
He needs to get past T-Balls immediately if he even wants a chance.
No. But again, he's gained time on Refractor again, but it's still less than 3 seconds. And this is our final lap.
Oh, there you go. He goes wide.
T-Balls goes wide. Junior goes on the inside.
He dives down.
No touching. No touching.
Very
and he gets
nice.
out in front of him. Now will T-Balls try to snag that back?
As well.
And is the gap big enough?
Look at the gap.
It's still not big enough.
He needs to gain a lot of time. He's about 2.3.
Oh, actually, you know what? He's just done it. No, he has not. No, he has not. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Math's not
Oh,
my
he
strong.
needs to do a lap and a half here if he wants to do anything.
Yeah, there's not a lap and a half left. He's got 3 corners left. He's gonna lose.
He needs to do. Yeah, he's gonna go into 4th place, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
he's gonna
5th.
lose. He's gonna lose the podium. No, yeah, unless Curtis Chaos closes that gap, I think he'll be safe for 4th. But excellent showing from Junior Correa. We're not going to follow along with that bastard, the Schmers. He won the race. It's all right. Junior Correa, with the 3 seconds penalty, crosses the line.
Let's
second,
see where he finishes.
But moves into 3rd place. And Refractor
He stays
cannot
3rd.
get on
3rd.
pole or on podium. Unbelievable. I don't know what happened in that final sector there.
There you go, Junior Correa.
Podium
That's
for
legend, King
Junior
Hamilton.
Correa. Well, that was entertaining.
That was a very nice lap.
And our driver of the day is T-Balls. I think that's warranted. Can't remember where he started, but finishing 2nd in the Alpine and only his 3rd race in WTF. That's gonna be a nice boost for him. But there is your winner, the Schmers, and the Aston Martin, coming out to the celebrations. T-Balls in
That
2nd.
wonderful green color.
And Junior Correa in 3rd place. By the way, Junior Correa is one of our 2 Brazilian FWL drivers. So he may be the only one, actually, because we had recruited a couple of Brazilians, and I think one of them bounced. But still, nice podium there. Nice race today. Great. Any big takeaways, Capacity? What do you think?
I think we've clearly seen how the FNL reserves. I think we've seen their true pace compared to the WTF full-time drivers.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, we saw how Legacy can perform on those old tires.
And under that pressure, I mean, that was a great job by Legacy for sure.
Yeah, he held it up. held it up and all the way until turn 2.
All right, hold on a second here. Let's see if we can get the schmurs in here. Actually, well, okay. Let's see here. And T-Vols. Oh, T-Vols is not on Xbox.
He's on Steam, I think.
Yeah, so let me see if I can invite the schmurs to the party. Invite the schmurs to the party. Meanwhile, we also...
Junior Correa's fastest lap was 7/10 faster than the next best.
What up, boys?
The schmurs, congrats on the win in a wet Spanish Grand Prix. Well done. So that is officially enough to get you into the championship lead for WTF. You've now taken over the lead from Riff Ractor, who came in 4th place. It looked like he had 3rd locked up because Junior Correa had a 3-second track limits penalty. But he managed to lose some time on the last sector. Did an opposite of Max. Lost a ton of time in the last sector and ended up in 4th. So that helps bring you to like a 7-point lead now.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Never won a championship before, but been working at it for a while, I guess.
Well, congrats. It's
might be your first one.
Hopefully.
No.
It's not done yet.
Oh, first championship. Yeah. So that's your 2nd win of the season, your 6th podium of the season, 7 races, and now you have the championship lead. So congrats. It's 2 more races in the WTF calendar, and it's going to be an interesting fight to the end to see where everybody slots out. T-Ball, who is in 3rd, totally threw away all the points he could. I don't know what happened to him there.
Yeah, I saw that on, I think, lap 1, and then I think he had another incident later that I didn't see that took him out of the race.
But T-Vols...
Yeah, he spun out the same corner, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So, T-Vols, the biggest mover in the championship, he came in 2nd there, right? And has moved up 4 positions into 12th place and only his 3rd race, first podium of the season. We got some great contenders. It'll be good to see what how the next season shakes out. But yeah, congrats again, the schmurs.
Thanks, and I am working on my time trial for the next season. I've got one more track to do.
I have one question for schmurs.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Sure.
So what's your mindset going into these final few races since now you're in the championship lead?
That's a good question since technically my job is a mindset performance expert for the Army. So I think a lot about mindset, and that's, I think, what helped me out today because it was fucking wet as shit, and I had to not spin at all times. And so I was just a baby on the throttle, and I'm probably going to keep that up for the last 2 races no matter what the weather because I know, especially with the point system, if I just get top 5, man, I think I should have it locked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
One of the biggest message we always say, we have modified scoring systems so that more people can score points and make the championships more exciting.
Exactly.
But you got to finish, right? And we did cut it back a little bit. We don't go full grid points. We only go points to 16, but that still kind of opens things up. So, and I think that might have, I think T-Balls heard me when I said that because he was like, oh, forget getting points today. And I'm like, if you finish, you get points, pal. And
I mean, T-Ball is like a really fast racer. He's probably got the most pace of anyone at WTF and maybe even fucking FNL. But I think he gets some penalties and sometimes has some wild moments with the traction. So if he can get that sorted, he'll really be really dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I was referring to T-Vols. Yes.
T-Vol.
It's super confusing because we got a T-Ball and a T-Vols. So,
yeah, but he was good too. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's new. This is only his 3rd race of the season. He joined early on, but just hasn't had a lot of time to race. And glad to have him back. He's on Steam, so I can't invite him into the party for the interview here. But what you said about T-Ball is absolutely right. He's got amazing pace. If he keeps his race clean, people got to watch out. That's really what it comes down to. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to ask, Capacity, or you think we're good here?
I'm good on my part.
Awesome. Only change in the championship is the Team Alpine has moved back into the top 3, but you're leading the charge with Aston Martin here. as the Schmers just dropped off. But Aston Martin sitting comfortably in first place with 218 points. That's like a math. It's like a 64-point lead over Red Bull.
That's what we like to see.
So a 2 with 2 races. Yeah, of course you like to see it. Capacity. You're a team principal for Aston Martin. But yeah, Red Bull needs to, with 2 races left, Red Bull needs a miracle to be able to snag that championship away from Aston Martin. So they're on their way to potentially.
I think it's just if we finish next race, I think we win it.
Yeah, probably. We'll look at math later and figure that out. So. All right, well, thanks for joining me in Capacity. Thanks for all of you who have joined and followed along. No race tomorrow, as we never have races on Thursdays. But don't forget to join us back right here at Formula West Leagues for Friday Night Lights with the incomparable Donut Puncher. And I am also child-free, so I will probably pop in and do a little bit of quality commentary and some, maybe even some Ted Kravitz reporting mid-races like we did last week. So
that's what we love to see.
Yeah. All right, Capacity, thanks for jumping in. We'll see you on Friday on this very same track. We'll see if we have wet conditions. That'll be spicy.
Hopefully not.
All right. Good night, everybody. See you again in a couple days.